Okay. Jamo Bibia Aquaba for Stars Radio TV. Dedicating you with information to keep you safe and productive every society. Sound the BIA canon. Freunia now on the suit and Freunia, let's say your trade media and so. And then ye baby ginger on my Ghana for Yenina, your mind, Kitway beer. The Debiana Yanchas and for Friday, Chisana, you canon. It you know, Bomodiana, Freunia, and catching say, and Mena Asso. In some way, Baba Cassa, Afaho, Ejisu, about to a course on and say any emu, and some APP, Eddie, Abba, Yenchebia, Susono, Afi, Beconi, Babato, Abba, Dibia, Mecano, Wansam, Ewaha, and Tino, Minimset, Wazusono. Waya asuti na wuti sisi an Ghana fo obi eniebie na nya obeke bia no se yade a etoaso mu a wombefa se antoaso mu so wombefa nti Ejisu hu abato asem na ye beka meni mabedwafo ina ye babihie mu na ya obi aka no yeso yede aba efri amanone nti no bomodia na wo like here. Now I share all the social media outlets, you know, for Stars TV, Fako Yedi and Jumediana, Atlanta, America, Crudimo, into Upese, who did Jumedia, Submodiana friend, who probably manabo, you probably Amanidi Chiame, Afesu, probably manage to try and Foninia Dina, and found only Jumedia would say, sorry, say if ye, Bomodiana, Tunsa, for Fred, Daddy K, and na pamfo na emamehwe dwumedie no emfama o pepe so wamunim adefo mfidi na yedi eye dwuma na minima bedwafo so ba bedwinje no ho ne ahwe wo a wuti efie so wo so wasidie wo se uye omamba pa enye obehwe ade ni enti yenko yetwa ye ho akwakoje yenkrato aba Charlotte way.
Don't look like what I have been.
Hello.
Akuya.
Yes.
Eti say.
Boko now swear.
Na me adom Ghana boko.
Na me adom boko. Now swear.
Na me adom me pegana aduane adi wo ho. Enti se wobetumi anya bode ne kontomire ne banche no de abreme a enka mani beje pa obi be ba US na me adom next week.
Na ko de abreo. You.
Enti no o de kekani nyina abom na nipa no ba me de number be ma na wa fro why.
Matter.
Ene bye bye.
Bye.
Hey, Kewo, they be a phone tarwa, so and then if a bunch in a body free Ghana, Bremediasem.
Akuya ma figure na aduane ba wonim say US answer the edging so be nya Ghana aduane ato.
O de krom ha say what ha kwa, nti ne ekoso wo hanu mu nyina onte ye. Say manimi we na twam. Ya de Ghana ba US abrochima mu hanum say Charlotte way tropical market. Obenya nuane bi te say enwo macro ahoro nyina abenkwan ya ye de agu chance mu eno so benya bi wo ho. Eye magi sardine ahoro bayere bode potato brodo enyadoa emu gari wele prekese beans ebro entos milo kokonte momo ne krampo no upebia ubenya bi wo Charlotte way
edina wo boy na mahu baby kro we na madam fo bi di ho adanse de kire me no yes omoton African way nyina
anne sawadam fo ni di ho adanse e kire o de anaye no kretrodo omotonton African way GT pentoma ade apempa me ma shirt kama e de apam manta de eye dress skirt kawa sandal shoes slippers any coat omutimi she call office any baby bia nyina Charlotte way tropical market etonton bi wo hono ahwene e se o de beto sisi ana de beto sa na se o de beto 9 po ni Charlotte way etonton bi wo hono hwehwe ye kira kwan e wo 396 West Pike Street number C Lawrenceville Georgia 30046 Fryer wa telephone number we so 678-682-3577 Charlotte way tropical market African Caribbean and Latino market
your one-stop tropical shop.
You and just your grace, you have changed my story. Protocol breaker, you made a way. You turned my morning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. Could not have made it without you.
Shakoko Jenkrato, ya sign ya babium ya 12 Jumedian Susania medika kan sa ana je kono Ejisu abatoɔ a ɛbaaye ɛho asɛm ɛna je ko na yakwakoka na yɛyɛnim sɛ akɔyɛ ensem bebree ɛwɔ Ghana memo ɛfa no nia ɛkɔso no sɛ na multimedia for cover program no live ɛna papa yi a wo free ɔno so yɛ MP ɛna ɔno so no wotumi ɛkɔkɔyɛ ɔno mpo no wanhyɛ da ɛnya deɛ a wɔhyɛ da na video no capture no nti capture na manfo sisi asɛm a yɛkan ɛna bɛbi pia ha yi nti no yɛnhwɛ ɛho asɛm ɛmfanka nti no asɔre ama amanyɔko no anase amanyɔsɛm no asɔre papapapa dindindi ɛwɔ saa deɛ hu na menim ɛkwan a wɔmo afa akɔka ababesi because yɛhwɛ sɛ we no ɛyɛ easy any I don't know say electoral fraud so nti yɛnkɔ na yɛnkɔnkotie ɛyɛ anase yɛnkɔnkɔhwɛ nea ɛkɔ so no report na abrante ɛma ba ne sa nti yɛnkɔnkotie sɛ wo hwɛ msɛ mfoni no na bedwafo no pomodia me producer pomodia sɛ wode we no beba ɛyɛ mfoni ne beba sɛ obehu mfoni ne a ɛda hɔ a ɛyɛ mfoni bi a wo hwɛ a sɛ na wo hwɛ yi no wo de hwɛ wo mo a mo hwɛ no mo hwɛ ɛyɛ MP no ɛna egyina hɔ no nti wɔne wɔn ɛkasa no a ɛna oji bibi efri no bottom na reporter Joy a Joy News reporter ana wo report to nia ekoso ewo ho ndi sanka nye Joy reporter yi dia akam se ye hunu ne ekoso nti wo hwa na wo yi bibi efri ne bottom no na wode ma ho na wei na akwakofa ensem bebre ede abase na eba ne sen ena man ko ban sa nti wei echiri no ena ema eye ediomi eye openi ediomi a eye wei so ede ninsam atodwa nti yentie ediomi asem o kan
exactly what they want to do for me that I should be voted for so that I go to parliament and continue what I did for them years ago. MPP never did anything for me. If we are to assess what me and MPP we've done for each other, my brothers and sisters, I will tell you that I have done more for MPP in their pursuit for breaking the 8 than they have done for me.
Yes.
As MPP took me to school,
yes.
I'm a civil engineer.
Yes.
I was a practicing civil engineer. And when I was in parliament, my performance in parliament and support I gave the Minister for Roads and Highways was
afei ye hwe asama ediomi eka ye no wo hwe se utum se neni abriye pa na wo mo campaign MPP campaign manager esoso abeto na nutuo efa ne call so no ho ndi mpese yetie ni nyina mako na yewie a yato dwumedie so esan say we ni na ye memfan say adanse a ewo ho nti no yenkonkotie omo campaign manager so ne okan
also Domi splitting and leaving the camp, and personally as chairman of the party I'm not comfortable. We should be able to bring them all back to the fold, the party's fold, so that come December 7th there will be no surprises. We should be able to carry the Ejisu seat with ease as against what we are going through this evening. So that's my next focus, to make sure that the party is reconciled amongst itself. That's what we are looking at.
So is it that you are going to the camp of Ediomi, try to convince him and his supporters to return to the NPP?
That is the only way out. You don't expect Adume to make overtures to us. You don't expect him to do that. So as chairman of the party, I'm going to take that mantle upon myself.
Looking at the
and as chairman of the party, and I'm going to take things upon myself now. Just say, "One need do me a call." Akwakokasa ne just say asumdwi aba womuntem na yentie nia MP no ankasa so MP no a okoko mezika no asemo a ebisa no kofiadoma ebisa no nso ne mu aye sisi ano obia eni ate okoye bibi na wanye ye a behu say atunkrato no eko bibia efan adefo ni ntino bibi kitwe bi na chese atija ne sa nti yenkonkotie nia MP no aso kan.
No problems about that. I don't have any problems about that. I'm a citizen, and if people think that I've done something on top, it is their own. I mean, their right to do so. But I'm saying that I can't influence the EC officials who are trained, who are honest, who are disciplined to do anything on top. I cannot do that. I cannot do that, and I cannot do that in the public space. I cannot do that. No, that's what I say about it. I know that I've not influenced anybody. I've not influenced the process. I don't feel bad because I know I've done nothing wrong. Okay, I know it's politics. People are going to spin. You know, we've been in this political game all this while, and those who are spinning, I don't begrudge them. That is politics. That is it. But me, Kingsley Nakon, I'm putting on record that I have not done anything, whether overtly or covertly, to influence the process. My candidates will win this election fair and square. Let me ask you this question. The polling agents, six candidates with their agents, isn't it? Yeah. So if I had done something bad to influence the process, don't you think that they would have raised an issue there? Your reporter was here. Ask him if anybody raised anything against me when I even put the document to the person. You will raise an issue. So people say somewhere and they cry wolf. I mean, that is unfair, but it's a game. I accept I'm a politician. And I respect Ghanaians. It was a document. No, I'm saying that I respect Ghanaians, and people said outside they didn't know what that, and they sit down and conclude and say that I'm trying to, I mean, I'm beyond that. I cannot do that. I don't know. Everything happens for a purpose. I don't know your mind. I don't know the reason why this is out. But I said that I don't think you've done anything wrong to affect my person. If you've done anything wrong, your judgment, you know about it. But what I know is that
Ayam na chemu jemno ena yete ninkano ye Kingsley Nyako ose wonye bibi boni bia nti wo hunu adekudi nti a amafu esomu bibrebesa yesusu ye ne ye wa haye nti ye hwe abato sane esiko ye no a wodie hwe wo hwe ye enimpansia ena kokko testi ye eje Esther Osei Kwabena Boatin Beatrice Boache Kwabena Ediomi Fredua Joseph ena Atakura Joseph enimpa ensia we ena ekoko jina ye abato nano Kwabena Boatin ena edi nkunuma na so onya ne dodo ye 27,000 na wo hwe onene Ediomi no a just about 5 or 6,000 vote per nti wo hwe na say Ediomi esamba December abato na wobetumi ahadwen papa eno na chairman kan you say we no was yeko na yekukuhia na yitumi etenase na yebobu nsam no ho yadwendwene ho senia ede abotoyem ena say asomdwe ede ebeba nti no ebusiafo senia mekae no wolakia na wache ne ko yenim kakra Dady Kenya 4 Stars Radio TV Atlanta Georgia USA minko na minko mama bijafo no akwaba mindika nkoma wo fire makwaba biabo ko die ademfiri asisi ya de ye nyina ya tia si summertime munti no ya ko yeni ma ne sa so asi Edward be koi minko Kwame amani o Kwame. Hello Kwame. Aha, wo dia to mute. Wo say woni memra no ntino. Woni memra no ntino no no. Yeah, why ade? Why ade pa say woni memra no ntino wo ma bibia koso kama ka. Bibia bokode me tun ka che.
Yes, that is okay. I'm here to bibia boko ha. Bibia for Simon country last couple of weeks in there. So Sheikh Akra was dementia. I've been missing you guys and it's a pleasure to be with you once again.
No. Say you sa na je say enije nko na aba je say ye bedwunju no ma Ghana ho say de bia me ka say Ghana de eyo ye nyina ye man enye obakofo man enye amanyoko bi edia ye nyina ye dia nti ye som kakra wusom ha mesom ha na je say ye ko ye ni ma ne sa Joe Etino Obia ko all the social media outlet Dady 4 stars of radio TV. Be informed, make a profit, get an option, and support. That's why we're giving it back to our community, your community, and home and some and yeah, dear Baba down. It's say I will say your tip near call a woman more or money dear, omu come up na akase ye better to new market to be way back no call wizuba no call into Ejisu ye kan ye dear so nyansa eni obakofo etirmu enti yanko eja asafaka ye hwe nenim se je asafaka mso wontumi enfrey mo munim adafo mfidie a ye di ye dwuma edru bebi a memedi se na ebu neni pre na akakoye asemu a asem kese pa enti minko wofa eja ewa Ejisu eba waba na emunsam no bebre se wutie ensam a ekoso no a sisi ano sikache we die ankwanko ye se ye chesika no ama abotusu ni mani ehunu so we die kokoye se womo ehwe abato no ankasa na eye MP Kinsilinyako wotumi eyi envelope de ma obi ehu na emom enti senka enye joy news for a capture no a anka na je se wesusu afa yensase so hu enti se ebe ye den se sika chei ni ade ebe ye den ana ne esie IGP e wo se wotu hu anamo ana se ye kan watrasa na ye jem ti se ne ya ye keka no watra ejije mu na yenti wo fa ya sa so na Kwame susu be yi ano enti yenko wo fa ya Ejisu.
President of the Republic of Ghana, John Mahama, and the Nana of the 7 January 2025. So the young will be and the over last year, who yet the program. And I'm going to upload the video. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes, after election, what them say, normally, some sometimes people do have better to young photo, and especially in Ashanti region. So, also normally, I will concerned about Ashanti region or Ghana, everybody are stating near me. Now, see, my start to be Kevin Taylor, my start to be. Sometimes when Ashanti figure a bar, what travel that you won't chat here. What me be sound other Ashanti for no every year now. Every year no more one because figures no dedicate. It me rise it to the sense you don't understand. So what I say, you have other regions in our start and ukabo ma dedicate. So 4 years time increment beba ukwa. Kakrebi. Ma Ashanti figure the bantama number bet me jump by 10,000, 20,000 in the following 4 years. Sometimes let's beat my imagination. These are some of the things that effort. Now that became near course or So like the way you ask it, you know, that's the case. Yen you know say election aye kwa koye ya bohu da say enema sa yen jai that the Kenya of which we are all trying to be careful but looking at it that the case sika almost chair ye who say almost issue officials in go educate almost chair electorate nankasa almost chair sika sa the week that the case ye mouth sika the envelope mo obeti ano na week shemu yes so omo boys no mburu no mo nkoto abama omo that the case can you imagine look what we be a MPP the electoral inakodu just MPP the Ashanti region and some of course you know a nyama maka be that the who kai say Matthew Opoku prempe gina kumasi ka say Ashanti region the omu hiam putu the omu hiam ne say obeye you be as MPP t-shirt be share be to abana ma because MPP t-shirt na effect blue white and red na blue white and yellow say blue white and you know effect into the omu hiam Ashanti region and say would they be more t-shirt omu hiam putu and it is going on one more thing the pian koso ho I do buy election ye Jessica any day we this sample the we account this comes to confirm that LGBT na kukwado so on sign good because munum we no makoye tubutu daddy Kenya America high most of them are practicing LGBT so much correct they are not 100% correct if you look at most of them either they deal with drugs they take weed and stuff some people majority and into LGBTQ and Akufo-Addo says say munum we na what me I practice LGBT no so have you seen it that is what is going on and Dr. Kingsley Nyako Shebebi Ofio Central region and wakwa oyi sikama that became like we're saying and you cap a man and a captain will be a who yeah chetika now that is a woman my dear me one the whole thing asem way by ya can na easy na ba out abe defend the man say pastor now the mom for lunch now Kingsley Nyako no is he the one to provide lunch to the issue officials that is the question we have to ask here easy na ba out the men ba out ebe defend say pikana ye na ye kanu enya hwe na for lunch papa no so ka so wa nya hwe o dedicate into which is which now asem no ba out now instead of say easy be ye the men came out and was defending say Sadia na ye for lunch sika ye the more for lunch see how interview man on so ka say ono ohun de oye na ya dibi na ode ma that the case where are we heading towards now the ka say easy no onye ready to perform her duties perfectly and in the right direction that the case see edika so asema of course we ne kwanfa na so this is what we have been talking about when we say Jano ye madam na Opoku Ajima okaye or see it ya address it directly in some okaye say 2024 ye mpese it ni be change figures ni say the whole change in the bad diaper anopa awia anumbre ukitaba that the case say wa wini anopa awia every 2 hours be change in diapers achiesie no sana na isi no my figures in 2020 or change no an hour figure ni different an hour figure ni different 6 times even in the courtroom or start changing figure what they call court no or change here it has to speak right now see beside it ni say figure ben Akufo-Addo declare as winner we don't know me I don't know maybe Kwame will tell me the figure my Kwame go figure na omudi winning election na Akufo-Addo won the second term no it should be where that figure or changing it 6 times even in the courtroom or sako change here so these are some of the things I edible dedicate I know na Kingsley Nyako no efrati emu nyina nya MPP surrogate ya entiru the honest and na maame no kai no or address what the EC I'm addressing you directly one person will be changing figures to say or changing the diaper and now we have different and you see anything to by at all costs and then you deal to man there Akufo-Addo the president enti that the case and near my cost in our country no a very sad and a very bad. But come what this 2024 and America 24 will baby you say premier gao never gao mela desian gao tenyata. First food is not a food, but the second food na be food. Let them do this and try it again because some can't tell some the soldier for the as I be boy no matter to change the figures no. But the pastor mama no they na at the warning about it you know. You should be very careful. The omu ye say Omubesa Koyen, but no, Ghanaians will rise against this kind of tyranny and this kind of unwarranted type of government in our country. Thank you.
Okay. Yo, me da ke me fa kwa so atia me president chairperson MPP chairperson Obaya Atlanta chairperson so Machiana captain Masacha incoming president Mao Baumia Mr. It's possible na vice president Obeyina Abusianfo I think what happened just it's a typical by-election scenario, typical Ghanaian election, right? Sunday na of I can say maximum figures if inflating on omnia. Tell you, Osaka will be the first is not a food but a second food. So are we going to? Is NDC going to be a second food? What they should do so that they won't become a second fool. And they just have to look at the records and look at the data. Data, not the enumerated. We are in the age of information. It's normally one person cannot control it. And then Israel and Palestine for all personal. No bit me say no I'm manipulating actually will be a way more. And because of social media and because of the age of information, won't you manipulate to be agitating control instead the way because of when it's I think say MP before and I send this before homework here they won't sit down and complain about differences in numbers. Say I come back to my numbers say within the following 4 years it's me jumping 20,000 or so. I mean, how do we substantiate the number of people in Bantuma under 18 in the next 4 years? That's a lot of people. Say, Bantuma is here every year, the any person about 18. It is here, my 4 years, any person about 18. We have to be realistic about the numbers. And since we don't have the numbers, we cannot just sit down and complain and say, oh, every year, be a number no increase because of 34 every year now. How about voter rate? How about Kitasau? When we're talking about cities in Kumasi, we know say they are very popular cities. People move into these metropolitan areas every time. How about Ketu South and Ketu North? How many people move in there every year? But these things also go up. So, when we're talking about the real issues, we should look at the fundamentals. Sometimes, the data are not very accurate and have the integrity. I am doubt to your data now, every time, every easy question. Let me come up with the issue of say amount for bribe and then the reshape. I'm telling you, sir, when I listen to it now, I haven't done more into it, but maybe view and my observation. Let's think about it, sir. Why in his right sense, Okoche will be gift, Oma will be idea to influence the decision, Obama or something that is an illegal substance, something that's a narcotic. And some Dr. Dady. So who share down to be narrative about fear for one few. Na man of Bibia. Also, wants to be a madam who idea me de money or bear accepted. A idea will pay. What I say, Sabio, be our nation than yet, who need some rapport in the answer. You don't offer that person a drink because you don't know if there be any kind of crime or no son or no son. Let alone narcotic. What I can say is that this thing is a machination by the NDC. It is not surprising saying everybody's guys here more say the NDC for na ya kwako ye bibi say send a bear that a media baby sending an fire work and ask your position. Yeah, young who ye and who could deep. Say, why a campaign said, make our company we narcotic someone in a narcotic. Even friends, people who support each other. What that for crowd owning and namte, the one we be, no that for crowd owning and namte, the one so you be that. How easy it is for you to even pass such a thing to that person. Election campaign, you have to say, come on. And this is backfire because at the end of the day, Ghanaians are discerning. Oh, election is here, no. It was a real fight to show, say, Oslo Abusian Esson. Because also Adiomi, he's a well-established person in the constituency. And Oyobia, he's a very, very strong candidate. That's why NDC threw all his weight behind him. But at the end of the day, what happened? It is very clear that it's this party that made you. And this party, you cannot stand against that party, regardless of how the party made you become relevant in the eyes of the people. And see, when we're talking about influencing elections, I'm not saying it's a good practice. I mean, what we saw in the video is something that I don't condone. So those have a show, but to my video will be exposed or a duty, or executive taxi. But it's something that in our country, we have glamorized it. It appears it's okay to give gifts, regardless of which environment that you are. And this is a situation for us to address this. It is not acceptable. It is not okay because in your mind, maybe outfits are then and you are not doing it to do this. But at the end of the day, this is what is going to happen because you are going to influence somebody's behavior. Once you give somebody a gift, you are going to influence the person's behavior. But let's say, so we are a political party. Let's also be that during election. Are you for real? Because in our country, when we are doing election, people give money, and it happens every other corner. I'm not saying it's good, but that is what happens. We have to condemn it from the top to bottom. But don't let us make it sound so party back now here. If you're not you condemn that behavior from top to bottom. It is not advisable. The fact is Obia during the day of election to go and give a gift to election officials. Does it mean the electoral commission in here ready? That is not to say the electoral commission in here ready. Electoral commission, Uncle Busa will be say on Bama a gift. That person decided in his own mind, say, let me go and give something somebody a gift on that day, which is not welcome, which is not appropriate. But that does not mean say I don't electoral commission in here ready. It's that the case. That is the little bit that I can add to what we said.
Okay.
In terms of what happened in Ejisu. Ejisu has displayed say the MPP party is strong and is ready to break the 8.
Okay, so Kwame Amani and Ayete Kano MPP is strong and they're ready to break the 8. And no, and yeah, Gusua Yebum. This trip here, so will be any other home. Everybody is just ready to make sure say this election will be free and fair, and the fairness is going to come from us. Fairness in it be free. Yena yeho obia be jino be nani na nia me bo empire ni say enkonko say casualties be abebe e bia ba sometime pass we don't want it again. Menko eje safakwa na mbisa ono so na no die papa makwaba
o timenga
Bibi abogodi
adum na de me run late pa anti me so facha me pacho pa
umbe ende say we efidie na yedi ejumenti
no phone na ma me problem ba bia me won na me reception ti me pacho
munto phone papa
me phone before your Samsung papa I'm in America na me go use at
okay
in America
oh dear one no
Canada me cover bia
just for Canada no papa
but o question is na man because o topic na hear me the papa na me bomu menye
Ejisu by election say course ye hu say secretary bi abaho na eno akwakoye ensem bebre na bibisa say sika seme ne oniku this is kama ye MP
Kensilinya kon obi ebeyi na no na we no IGP ebemu anase ye hwe ne sa manako watrasa te senia obia ye no every time bia ye hu sa amanyofo ye chezike we die akwakwa easy personal nti no amanfo entiase se ewo se eba ne sa ena papa no ye Kensilinya kon begeze wonye boni bia nti we ebekukusi say abato eba. Do we have to get some confidence ewo easy ni mo anante Ejisu Saga manenko idio
yo kwabra me da ase na minshira wama mkwan and this duba bi na me kan o mpe na so ma me maso bi de anti na me be kama dwene okura duba bi e betwiu nti twiu a de open no utimi de yeme me da minu an mo di kan akasa no mo num ni hwa kwabra me person bi say sa sema wodi aba topic. In fact wa djuma ntimi me news ho bintimi restrictive sa denti na this topic we aba but the person me di kan bi say on say sa sema wodi aba enwanwa with due respect when you Miss Pacho wa djuma but once me kasa say me kasa no me were right to say mo na Ghana mo say your freedom of speech, but freedom of speech utukwan it has got limitations. And the SCC are woody abetua, ye can what's enwanwa. Me pe umu ya ansana matoaso. Are you sure? Okay, we play chairman bia. We yet mona mo say opposition, political party wo opposition, bibia mo opposu. We play papa no last week no. We play the speech bi o man wo inauguration of the first lady as a presidential aspirant. We betumi aboss ha dia na mama yana. If you have time factor, go and listen, assess that speech. Na man the man, chairman, where chairman me money because when omunya papa to the sense say, sa papa no ne party at the mimi wafa me na nanu etu etadan ho bo mutuo. So omudika 40,000. And look at what they did. The 1992 constitution, a bribery and corruption aspect in it. Obiet me can once and got system no no parliament no mu this gay and lesbian foolish omo di call parliament no ya wo mu kra ye do mu to omo na yam no na sa no wo ho enso wo manya time say omanisika for this kind of nonsense sa de na asisi a wo de ba ye kan once enwa wo Ghana na a political party what man speech or say Sebesikama, they cannot compete with the ruling government. What is the meaning of that? What does it mean? Una we media manu. So be catch say sika yentimi no mu ntwe sika entino yem pekwan yem fakwan papa so this indicates a chairman of a political party nim say ye the sika na politics. And it's a chairman nim sa. Then what is strange? E dey na nwa was ade a chairman upa bo na yentie de papa nkae wo say e basika wo muntimi ye de sika na politics wo ye panimu on at times na no me catch your nesu misi so hwe nyame obi aka say spirit bia ni wiase a wo boa your spirits different types of spirit but onyame de supersede spirit bia nya wo madua no eno no mutwa because 1992 constitution no wo di ko sem say indemnity clause. What is the meaning of that? Who is being indemnified? Nyame ne twa omu ka no they will see things e be omu wanwa and the once oba and a year electoral commission tell lady no e ma nyame nhira mo oba won twatro na wo mu tro no be you omu atwadi. They are going to see a lot of things and I thank God said ni omu duaye no eno no wo mu twa. And they will see a lot of things coming. And a time will come, they will cry. Because Bonia Umudi, no, Bonino, and the Kawuma. Ghana, wo, ya Ghana knew, me, ya Ghana Sana me to coin. Elections you drew, I didn't know that. I didn't know, and she said, Mahamoni, say, yeah. Don't you believe, sir? Opposition now, there be a mocha opposition, Obio or Casa me oppose war, Jim Papa. Don't you believe, sir? Even that the biggest opposition party in Ghana, it makes me a yes, sir, camouflage with the good political government. Is it strange? Ghana, Mr. Chairman was Shabatakari, no the green, a share, no the Nema Bum Sabe Kafrache, Dunsini, one crowd timber general can say. Woman Timini political party, Siswo. MP music now we are paying now a bedroom now cast somewhere. What is the meaning? Kwabla Chramasi, when I will say Adia media for them even elections the munye bidani. Azam what channel the mun widani. Don't you even believe say media outlet na abegina portray say government ayade enwano. Don't you even believe say Crawford no opposition for na brabo some media personalities na because how say one media outlet and when who said you try to buy it was a camouflage. A bit my person we planning that is what we are going to do, so do this onyame the fall towers na yadumo de bia meka me ma brabo am to sisi ano me hwe me nyame nanim because for the fall towers time
okay
nya wo bedua no wonua na no me catch on me sense so messi so sa until after the elections the outcome of the elections wonua banche enkotwa bro and they will cry nsawom kan ewo hene when you toma no ye de me ofata dan huku no
sure mate
and the program when me dey come out in the party the Ghana for politicians mo ya za mo be kuya fere
mate
let's cry and trauma mo kuya ye be timoto
sure Echa esafo aka on de ne ye kan no wanka bi ade eda ho mfonini eda ho se eyademudie ena yede baaye ana se sure wudi mate eye
media for mun kan kre
echa esafaka eye womre no aso eye emre ne di edwuma mesero bebre eje safaka no on de wo say eye JDM de wo ma power da na se wo ba
never
power mpacho kawano tum kawano tum entisa dia That's your Jumedian, so well, like here, and was 4 Stars Radio TV, Lana, Georgia, USA, Dad K. You the information, partner, Ubia, Nini, Adaho, na wakwakoto abapa. A year December, a yeni bresopa, yeni, a honey, yebeko, Ubia beko. Akakoto abenibi ne ahwe say omano ebefa ntuma prefect Ghana enye bad sa ya ye woman citizen reina ye nyina azusu ye enye bad sa na adinti e ba ne sen ena bibia e be ye bia enye hwe ediomi edine boyem de ediomi ye wa expressing displeasure pa for the party TNT.
People who vote that has called for ediomi. So I believe they will do exactly what they want to do for me, that I should be voted for, so that I go to parliament and continue what I did for them years ago. MPP never did anything for me. If we are to assess what me and MPP we've done for each other, my brothers and sisters, I will tell you that I have done more for MPP in their pursuit for breaking the 8 than they have done for me.
Yes.
As MPP took me to school, I'm a civil engineer. I was a practicing civil engineer. And when I was in parliament, my performance in parliament and support I gave the Minister for Roads and Highways was enough.
Also do me splitting and leaving the camp. And personally, as chairman of the party, I'm not comfortable. We should be able to bring them all back to the fold, the party's fold, so that come December 7th, there will be no surprises. We should be able to carry the Ejisu seat with ease, as against what we are going through this evening. So that's my next focus, to make sure that the party is reconciled amongst itself. That's what we are looking at.
So is it that you are going to the camp of Ediomi, try to convince him and his supporters to return to the NPP?
That is the only way out. You don't expect Ediomi to make overtures to us. You don't expect him to do that. So as chairman of the party, I'm going to take that mantle upon myself.
Looking at the
woyɛ Ghana ni ana Africa ni a wote America ana Canada ɛyɛ wo contact do efie duane ana efie niema na so wonye bie ɛto atwa efisɛ wonti na Destiny International Market for African Caribbean Foods and Fabrics aba wɔde efie niane ahodoɔ ɛne ntadeɛ bebree aba ne boɔ so da fam paa wɔde banche ne bɔɔdeɛ mankani brobeni kontomire ebromore banche more bayire ɛne fie niane bebree aba ne boɔ so da fam paa Our spices ahuro ti se brekese nutmeg arediaba hintia alligator pepper konsunsa meko meswa enkuto momoni krobi kako akwabi tuna fish akosomu adwene salmon we de fie de pa wo the African design tade papa emani mama de nyina wo de ne bia ba Destiny International Market for African and Caribbean Foods and Fabrics wo benya bia to a wo mfifie biom kura enu nti sa wo America na Canada na wo do fie ntade na fie nuane ahoro ni bibia called Destiny International Market for African Caribbean Foods and Fabrics in Atlanta, Georgia. Store number 770-559-3037. Now be ni nebi Fred Destiny International Market for African Caribbean Foods and Fabrics. Our cell phone so 404-916-2835. One address here 3153 Sugarloaf Parkway, Lawrenceville, Georgia 30045. Suite 109. Destiny International Market for African Caribbean Foods and Fabric. Yen had ye at Senya Wofina.
No problems about that. I don't have any problems about that. I'm a citizen, and if people think that I've done something untoward, it is their own, their right to do so. But I'm saying that I can't influence the EC officials who are trained, who are honest, who are disciplined to do anything untoward. I cannot do that. And I cannot do that in the public space. That's what I say about it. I know that I've not influenced anybody. I've not influenced the process. I don't feel bad because I know I've done nothing wrong. Okay? I know it's politics. People are going to spin. We've been in this political game all this while. And those who are spinning, I don't begrudge them. That is politics. That is it. But me, Kingsley Nakon, I'm putting on record that I have not done anything, whether overtly or covertly, to influence the process. My candidates will win this election fair and square. Let me ask you this question. The polling agents, six candidates with their agents, isn't it? Yeah. So if I had done something bad to influence the process, don't think that they would have raised an issue there. Your reporter was here. Ask him if anybody raised anything against me when I even put the document to the person. You will raise an issue. So people say somewhere and they cry wolf. I mean, that is unfair, but it's a game. I accept I'm a politician. And I respect Ghanaians. It was a document. No, I'm saying that I respect Ghanaians, and people said outside they didn't know what that and they sit down and conclude and say that I'm trying to. I mean, I'm beyond that. I cannot do that. I don't know. Everything happens for a purpose. I don't know your mind. I don't know the reason why this is out. And I said that I don't think you've done anything wrong to affect my person.
I don't think I have done anything wrong. Kingsley Nyako and Wakasa say, Nya, woye biano when you're wrong. Now, you perceive who sa a dear way, you know. Wafaya, I was said, Dampari Bim now, woye investigations, equatory. Now, you to me, at you be, and I say, Dampari and Yamoshi, medical beside me say, Etibubiumo. Sadia way, no, I will say, a tour, echa. Ye near a chatua ye benyini and I say a bibe sambubium dampare wafa yesu ye dear no ntino ye invite you dampare money and come as soon as possible and I say ye been there wafa yentiu.
Thank you very much. That is it. As a media was a dampare, but but my minya yibikata. That the sir, what ye, you know, say, the oil interview or granted an interview or some question to be or say a document. So what you say, and obviously, a document, oh, the hormones are no changing, or when you're back. So it is something they have planned that the but also the interview, no ye.
Of course, yeah.
Your interview to or say a document or the ma issue official. But immediately, you know, by one so than enough. Mammy no about out, they meant about out to say, Tikana or the ma for lunch. And what is it? I'll say a document or the ma move. Why are you presenting documents to them at that time? That time, not that you don't present documents for what? So now no be able to see that debate. And the answer Dampare Ebram said your own at that debate. No investigating. That's how the way and near my possible. And yes, that debate. As I speak right now, yeah, IMF, president, option adoy or physical or much or exchange 3 billion now. Yeah, for IMF for 3 years. Exchange, that it is true. Yes, yeah, almost kidding. Almost can we? They kind of come and say, I am almost
we no go we no fine. You can prove we no able to me prove there.
That yeah, this can what is can I went now we need to.
Okay, no we the fighting. We the we need then. How much we say fighting? Na wo bura obetumi vote. Mebo, wo bura obetumi vote.
That is why you bet me deal because they tell you bet me at the ballot paper.
Well, fine. Come on. Wait, you say and you maybe you don't even have to say it. We is already illegal. When who be? Do you have any evidence to prove it? Yeah.
If I show one video now, on my 35, the use of Ejisu 35 say I'm almost guy in the now.
And me who here. Enter Mitchell say, me no minim internal. Wow allegations and we internal. If anything, you have to be responsible. Yeah.
Picture evidence.
Okay.
Right, I feel of almost pieces of any niema, sugar, matches, any chine, Kobe, no more money, you know, almost a just so the acquire we need to any niema, adding. Yes, Utika, Modibaye development, amount put to Abano, ABC schools, IT hospital, cheap compound, moon fine yet, not keep you or them. Na by election do by election no matter chiska na ya to abama mo aden dedicate is that the date of election and yes it moon for can development and I make come from initially say Matthew Opoku say Ashanti region the omunya t-shirt na na nya to be chamo uchemo mu wi o to abama and no ma display amaye hunu dedicate nya anka mun diska na mun ko to abama ayi ono owusu adi na we no mo can dedicate upon Sikano Machini in a difference in just about 4,000. Just about 4,000. You can imagine. That is case. Sikano 4,000. Sikano Machini a Hopsina Doya di one dance here. Sikano Muchen $3 billion now. Ye Quaco CIMF. Akobo Buchia di or mine Akobo Buchia for 3 years. Omako Chase Cano in by election. And I am no dedicated to 150 ni ade nipa inko che constituency ho eso na nipa bebrebe ewu ma ma register omugina obi ansa ka bibi ansa na okoto aba so timo ye we ya dedicate where are we going under Akufo-Addo they say election na election na atapo akeka no asema ye chairman kai ni say ba sa niema we ya ye ni omu ntimi compete enti atapo akatie ni ye ni mu ntimi compete wan ka say ye sa na ye yo or see any one to be competing, yan can no cremo. Yan communicating no cranning electric no to abanama, yan can't almost abay ye corner, abay dream, abay or my baby, abay or my baby minor form, abay or mudi or minor, abacona 20 years instead of some dear becoyanim, but the Amahama DBC, and near my yes to but price I want a rising up 10 times, 20 times, pay to 14 Ghana, and they are saying 670 Ghana. you dollar 3.9 and they saying 13 Ghana. We say your fundamentals is weak. Now your fundamentals are strong. Dollar near 13, 1 to 13. What you say? Yeah, time we say a week to go 3.9. So as I said, now fundamentals near strong. Fundamentals are dollar rate will expose you, and then your fundamentals are strong. Yes, so dollar 13 to a Ghana $1 to 13. So and the BR say you got 120 billion and there is 850 billion. You which Tikana Makobo billions and just a Niama Basa. And now I chairman say young cast as a ministry a man sign Ghana for no more fan to Abama who's a buying way or mobile. Or man bamba dream mine on down won't be dream bottom. So maybe yes, Kadibia for boom past year actually during elections. And now ye chairman I say don't get your kind. One ka any academy say we are one thing I say there. Kona ko bonati ni or see yan see a who yan fa no kure enya adwuma na Ghana for beto abana man so they say ti dadike ntema e koso no e se dampare bam na yen wo modi ase e beja na fa de we dadike eno no entrese enkoso wo any other but to this extent in this government when mo de ne de say e ye kun what they say like amani kwame eka no NDC or being cafe via primary one or two, but this one there, my end say a monetization policies no more. You be here to kind of go on a chama electric no matter what Obama. But you poku prempe no matter. You say from the horses home, and you know na cost one Ashanti region. And that the case, how much as I am away in Ejisu no man, a car just 4,000 go obitium. This is telling you say now even the Ghanaian that's why some more ethnocentric people no. Some of them are trying to reason up. Woman say will be all the hospital, beba, clinic, polyclinic, schools, near the NDCIA go on in people. I do me no beba no just obey at least on your because show sign. They should do that. They should do that the case. They made it
okay.
To understand. Said down for rebuild.
Okay.
Investigating now Dr. Kingsley Nyako. What was on dinner on what would be afro. Yeka, you know, say some of them are say a document. And the document before the mouth, they should call him so that I'm going to know better.
Okay.
Document.
All right. Sure. Okay.
Sikana or the buyer for line. And for this, they say yes, guy a document.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I was at Dampari a bim senior me can want you know. Menko kwame ho menko bitia kwame so say e be yedin e wo se dampare otumichi obia sadie we e wo say ejai say sika na ye chiche no bebebe na wo say ejai. I don't know when it started, I don't know when to e betwa, but they will say ejai enti kwame aha e wo say ye chi obia na e wo say o chi obi sa issue we e wo say ye tumi arrest obi for menfan say illegal money laundering and whatever it is, and because it will just keep on going and keep going.
Illegal money laundering. That's a big question you are asking.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Investigation.
Right. Into side of it, yeah.
We will ask, say, what is the crime here? If you have some experience in law enforcement, and see now. In politics, you get much now on saying, yeah, make claims. Oh, where do your mind seeker? Where your mind seeker? Where they say, I know they bit my cat about saying. But when we have to put things on paper and do things legitimately, the question is, it becomes a different thing altogether. So right now, with what happened at the police station, with somebody pulling money out of his pocket. I won't say it's a document. As if you have a confirm say or mama lunch money, say you took it, say you cheat, whatever. It is cash, it is money. It's something that you use it to purchase something. It's no more the better lunch. So I don't know. Let's ask the question. So what is the crime here? That is somebody giving bribe. Okay. Another question that we want to ask is the money now or mono lunch money, what was the effect? Did it influence the result of the election? Yes, Mr. Adiomi was defective from MPP. He pulled a significant number of votes. But I will say, is it because of lunch money now? Will be the command will be one polling station, and the influence that now. Usually, so we are talking about over 80% of the votes for MP. But right now, we saw somewhere in the 50s, which is depending on a strong person or independent, and pulling away that vote. So, when we are asking Dampare to come in, what is he coming to investigate? What is the crime? Then we are going to look at the person now will give you stand. Then we will look at that holistic behavior against channel and charge him on that. And so we investigate. Yeah, it boils down to the fact to say, and the other and not of fire. We have to tackle the issue from the grassroots. My NS will be party to opposition to my northern America. I didn't know your behavior. You easy to catch it. You're more busy to influence behavior. I don't know what's the address.
Dampare Bemo says, "Son baby, to investigate, get the facts. Now, you know, won't address the whole issue."
So, chairman NDC, chairman General Masido Kase, MPP, this politics discuss here. Now you can't compete with them of our HH. He really means to say this kind of NDC reference 2 weeks ago that they came to raise money. They raised funds. They had over $20,000. They need money. The same thing that everybody uses money for, no? I don't know. You go to places, deprive people, you give them money to vote for you. And Hope Sinadoya, as a and they are referencing. Well, Hope Sinadoya, quite a while ago before he defected, was saying other things too against the NDC. Would you consider those things as credible claims? Hope Sinadoya, and then because he defected and saying something, do you agree with what he's saying? Hope Sinadoya is saying over 3 billion change. Sika IMF. Really? Okay. Sika yam from Sika. One is in an economy we show we see it. It is just so experiencing $3 billion. The economy will feel it. $3 billion in the pockets of people of Ejisu right now. In the economy, in the vicinity of Ejisu. Are we playing politics or are we being realistic? And somewhere I can come just because this may be I can't some good from them. And people talk about $3 billion for Ejisu. And then everybody should be living in a luxury car, Ferrari, and everything because $3 billion is is going to be a millionaire. How many people are in Ejisu? So you kind of realistic. So Chairman Mosito Kano, NDC has been in opposition for a long time to Munisika. They need the money, and they are telling us to give us money so that we can go and do the same thing that we are claiming. We are talking about we are some idiot. We are some kind of fire. Say, I did do whatever crowd women free no crown. You don't even let him know, sir, one day. And some people say, who is going to give a narcotic to somebody when you are not even not you? Who could chase a car movie? Let's see the reason behind it. Who could chase a car movie? I saw Kotwaba. We know boy say. So 200 in the square. We say the Everton. I don't think now first can man now mom now to the we. What are questions on Cotton we? And then the second question is the reason of fire is given for the win. They say, Uma, we are now putting for them. It's voting for somebody in the emphasis. But the amount we are over to this is the reasoning. The command we serve a 12 money. So the process of you voting for me is in question because the more we are now it's making question now it's my 12 banana. Yeah, where is this reasoning leading us up to? It doesn't make sense. And I think NDC for now backfire. Obia yes, Obia anyone what teacher idea a narcotic cannot be just in the open. It doesn't happen. And this is something that was a low belt kick that NDC did.
Okay.
Come on. Who does that? It's not true.
All right. Mate Kwame Amrani and I yet Kano wo ye PRO MPP Atlanta chapter and wo kasa the answer na metwa so meko Joseph kwa mekama mami amakwaba ebom ti say
adumo yeja
Oba baako oda mema bebre ntem no mami ama se ne de bia meka na aha America ndie enafom ye ye mami ama ye dwuma kwesiada ne ade nyina wo fa ya sokora ya wo ye dwuma kwesiada nti aha no ye dwuma sem no enye fedi agrokora eni ti na ma ma ye ni bre no ye ni bre se o ma no wo se fa ntima prefer na ye so ye hu yin han ebusiafo ene emba ne na Mami, papa, nana, ninti, and a year, Juma Bibrisa, and Timofia or money yen family. I didn't call ye and call ye, a yademudia, I didn't in a man bassa. Auntie, mamma, be able dear, mamma.
I do.
Joe, mammy, my just for can, cousin Vienna, also bring mammy. Papa,
here come Ramedasi. Share Maminka assemble and lucre yen ton. You free nyamedia chain say can ukra you kun ukra na ubeko heaven into ukra you free. Let me tell you, it will be politically unwise. Listen, say you bet the state's resources bema IGP so investigate sa political gymnastics where you play war say Ejisu say no. It doesn't make sense. Useless. Because this practice, IGP might even know top secret than what just went on over there. IGP knows it. What the opposition did, what they did, IGP has gone to read what they did 1992 Constitution by inserting indemnity clause. Stupid! It's in the Constitution.
Madam, Debbie, come on.
Hey,
come on, no, Debbie, no.
Uba me jayo. Uba sama kan kwa me jayi.
I mean, ube to me jayi.
Yes, because
ube to me jayi.
I don't. Ude me kan se mi na won tiasi ya. Chime ko kam ti.
Debbie,
no. No, listen. De maka ko se na no na me kan. Me se sama dwene. Ndi jami ma me nto ato.
Eja.
Me ntina me dinu wo ho.
Esafo.
Yeah, me se me na maka. Indemnity clause. Of a young party, no, over the 1992 Constitution by indemnity clause.
Let's
go to American CCR.
No, don't be.
Oh, Massa, Miss Rowe, would me power to Jai, Mamma Cassa.
But in the diatem,
baby, also in diatemedi, me patrol, they also in diatemedi. That's what politicians need. I don't care what you say. Here, and you know, IGP won't yes, ask him we cry and Tunjay. Nya, young. And I'm catching us. We are media man. We are Ghana. Ni ya Ghana. Asana utu kwa betra America. Ni ya won TV dani. Ni enkoso wa Ghana bini. Ai, nti ye wi fi ye nchi. Wo betra ha, wo be ye radio man nti, wo kata wani akata no kura so. Nyame hu mobo. Hu mi so mobo. Ye wi fi ye nchi. Ye betra America. It might happen say okura bia wo American citizen. Wo ni anu wo Ghana, mum ye nkonyi wo mu. Ni nya nsem hunu ni die. I give in tran baby. Because medical Mr. Mebu after elections, near Ubeduano, and one Ubetcha, Mona Mufro Monso opposition, the Mube Hunu, Muda Hosi Adomati, Moku the first hour, Mamika Samba control. And two, Besabi diatem, but where the yatem a context, inverted commas begin and close. Don't let us be political idiots. And yatem did you want to be profonasia. Don't let us. All politicians or Ghana citizens to be political idiots. Why? Of a bit how I can't about my be me side in the member. Yeah, everybody. Meaning to say opposition, we are shallow minded. Of a so we are politician power. You are very shallow minded. Mine now, Eman praises the what did he say about your political party? Aye! Because of power until we don't use our human conscience. Jesus. Mwanyira. Hey, me sanka mogana sisi adie no for ya kwa kanka I'll sit on the fence. Me ba have a dream kontompo. Na makwa ko din kontompo na magisi kasha me ma. Na ba beju afi na mo guess kwa na me jiwo mu. Because mo say mo ye political shallow minded. Hey. Inverted commerce na me kan don't let us be idiots politically. Let me come here. Offer you. For former president for chairman, for I respect her, the current vice presidential aspirant, my sister, my lady, Mami Jane. Niyamfa, nana president OCC, yamfa vice president, yamfa government na also no. ne chairman yenko yenia yenko consult yenia yenso ye voodoo a ye Ghana ye spirit ye Ghana ne yenko bodua say when na won tua bribe was two political parties no nana fire paja umpani for Ghana former president say won tell no boto mi sika ma obi da wo ma obi sika so fa car enko election place enko to aba. What are you talking about? It is a man that is coming we say when you know for car over told you and enko to aba. Is it a bribe? Are we insane? Me need yatemo a question me bisa say ya bodam. Me need yatemo. You can say yes. What bodam is left to you. And then me say what the question me bu fu me madwene me bu fu makomam because sem hunu
so
yes so say you be kan kura actually your politicians yes so say you be kan kura actually your leaders enough is enough. Let's stop this political nonsense city.
Okay, Joe.
We are tired of you politicians. Mama ku ye nuan mo obi na fo mu do. Mo fa mo sem hunu. E me se obi da achi. So mo de mu ni bibia na krono politicians all Ghana akronfo ho a hwe America come now and see a former president. Questions say yebisa no. Who is a former president so much you need questions be someone because of your nonsense in the constitution indemnity clause. May God have mercy on us. Ya yira. Many abre ene. Mama home because ene me come adwene. Because Ghana is time. Ye mamu ko say omano emfa opposition and the ruling government be say Ghana. Ye wo ye Angela Obabeji ntina de bia me bodine Samuel Uku na B kwaku anyi do ho somati na kwaku anyi do ho somati mo so ayi din. He's a man of wisdom. My mama ba kuni din.
Joe
Mohammed Oba no ye minister of information. Say ba kunya me prepare ba.
Okay.
What ye be try ye pokoko e wo Ghana. Onya mi shira.
Me da say Ejia Esafaka enonom a passionate Ejia Esafo Accra. Passionate talker. MPP NDC. Fako wodi be fibia. Obia nti be den. How can two work together unless they be agreed? Agreement anywhere. Big obia Canada. Uso no mu bebia. Eyasem na yasem sebe mama ya ne betumi aka ne mama ya ma.
Yes, sir.
Mama ya mintie wu so wodi fa wodi etato mama na me nkona. Mema ne die wo munsam ka no eduru bebia. Eye Ejisu by election ago. Unse ye unse MP eye Kinsley Nyako eyi bibi fi ne bottom. Edima EC officials no ena enipa nyina obi ehu emfoni ni eda ho ukokofhwa ubehu ena ye ka ho asem se we no
me chia me brothers nyina o mabaso makasa kane
so
na woni bibi ye timo den asnipa ana timo den ye ti abotri ha de bia sa asem we meka because ye hu no kra na ye nka first of all no sabe me meet better me go vote to Lawrenceville. It's about an hour.
Good.
Obi ama sika. Sabe ebedu kama election bank for test sometimes no maybe test some back maybe some say you are begging me to vote. When I vote, will you give me money or will you remember me? Me omo test me say me send you those messages. All of them channel. Ye be bisa. And you know what I'm saying is obi ama sika. We all, America, we should stand together, regardless of our political parties. The thing that the man did was, that act was bad, 100%. And yet, the time election is going on, who say electoral commission, some girl, because she needs to be fired for collecting that money. She needs to be fired. All the channel, in as much as you can deny it, you know, whether you're born
just to catch it, that was
withdrawn.
They were fired.
What's it, yes?
Mami, ma ude kasa, to asukasa.
The EC fired the two temporary workers. They are not permanent workers. They are temporary workers. They were withdrawn. They were taken away.
So why can't we reprimand the
IGP
minister as well? I didn't see that no, they can want them. I didn't know the young friend, young to be fire. As America have ever fire. Oh, that's number one. Number two, me I carried across because you see, I know MPP near this year. I'm not subject platform, school platforms, young, probably enemies.
Right.
Because I have yet to be born. What kind of Democrats and Republicans are some I church agreeing to call him. I go for him. As we have the MPP, I don't want any enemy near NDC. Number one, I refuse and I reject to say NDC the some money econo. And yes, I am a panel. So I will boycott the election. No, it is not right. So most of the person who win here, you should have been there. Face the war, whether it is bitter or it's true. No, some call a year back on a movie here, and then some call Haswa, no Muluzuya, and can fine. Another thing is say, Cromwell for no, Mutumo, dear Papa, and just for no. When the other guy died, you know, the whole town. Mr. Dina, almost Papa, why are the Mayo? As soon as you see the book, you know, your friend saying, new one, almost here, Papa Macron, or your toilet, no, you're the premier demo, and I know crowd saw the 30 years, and it's politics is a bit papa, especially in Africa, and all these people are not seeking for development, but they are seeking for 1 million. And I'm opening we are on the amamo. And so, what's the problem? Ya teacher 1 million amamo, and we are mamo, and I am there. I'm a insecure, Miss MP Crown for Yadia, or Benjamin Conform, a bright year, Duma, now, Mexica for what? So he should be, if those girls are fired, no, he should be fired as well. He should be fired for doing that because it's unlawful. So, I agree, sir, NDC for some law fair, MPP for one of them started here, a MPP. And I will push Sika, a Canadian Japan, Mimi Weska, when I say, and I want to be money a Pacifica. And omudi Sadian, and omudi cha omo, and in Banchini, matches near you to the north, see magnitude 4 near the Amamo. If you come to my house with that magnitude 4, you know, about 10 million Kramenji, because you cannot buy my votes. Nagana Fono, they need high education about voting because your terminal is your power. And so you decide who is doing what and who you want the person to come into your community to help you. No one just you, but after 4 years, wasaba, no beja no can question. Now what's happening so? All the better.
Right.
So when we are saying something on this platform, especially this platform, when we started based on Christianity. Say we have values the young I'm sorry about that. Young and some phone, and we should be honest. You should be honest about this. Say and then you as I'm looking at somebody hopes another a year or back on because I don't know what I'm on in an will say, see an annual, the annual. I don't know what happened. The phone Munaka say, no, I didn't say, that's the base into your theatre. I'll let some to so it's not only him. Oh, I think before that, I woman gurus no crowd more it's just because I am party, you know, they are just fighting it. But now that the case, you don't believe me, or do a gun or catch and Hilda. My man can't tell that he say NDC they winning 100%, but MPP will do whatever it takes. Somebody must say election, you know, election where baron, and you ask some kids one. You know, say, I mean, the way mosquito advice here. NDC people, if you want to save Ghana, be strong. The thing that they are doing, whether MPP or NDC, it's about saving Ghana. It's not about somebody coming to capture the whole Ghana. But they are saying the bottom no full say that is politics. No. We are crying about Ghana, but this time when we talk about politics now, nobody cries about Ghana. Everybody is crying about how NDC will come or how MPP will come. I want progress. Odu Ghana Mobo. Obi I will train, not Jaquano Sesika. There's no welfare. Baby anywhere a wheat. Baby anywhere a milo. Baby anywhere elder senior citizens Kwakwaji or Muniama. Those are the things that we have to think about. Nanya say NDC nabe winning and not MPP nabe winning. Mummy and Jamsa, especially America. Mummy Yakasa Kwechile. Let's enlighten our people back home. Nyan Kanto say, don't accept it. Your power is your thumb.
Okay.
Vote and ask for development.
Okay. Mate Mamiama Enekano, Mamiama want development, MPP NDC. Platform BIA was to be a MPP NDC, or you advise them to put a stop to that. Ubemusena in year 4 and now 4 near Diana Danin Tokwa, all just because of MPP NDC and somewhere Yakiken ya a harding, it do be a harding and Kasa na Mumu Yabutre. Adiano, a yabonia, a yaboni. So, and ya, and yet. And yen ya obeka found netisiano and a mechanic Ghana for ye bie pa obi am peso obeka kwakunta kwa obehwene kwa ena obi bia su eni se woko na wokokoye bache so hu aha wanhwe ni ya na se bibi tu wa amanyofo de wo mo ho aka wo ene we busi ha bichamu abesisi ya ediomi udi ya
people who vote that has called for ediomi. So I believe they will do exactly what they want to do for me, that I should be voted for, so that I go to parliament and continue what I did for them years ago. MPP never did anything for me. If we are to assess what me and MPP we've done for each other, my brothers and sisters, I will tell you that I have done more for MPP in their pursuit for breaking the 8 than they have done for me. Yes. As MPP took me to school, I'm a civil engineer. I was a practicing civil engineer. And when I was in parliament, my performance in parliament and support I gave the Minister for Roads and Highways was enormous.
Also do me splitting and leaving the camp. And personally, as chairman of the party, I'm not comfortable. We should be able to bring them all back to the fold, the party's fold, so that come December 7th, there will be no surprises. We should be able to carry the Ejisu seat with ease, as against what we are going through this evening. So that's my next focus, to make sure that the party is reconciled amongst itself. That's what we are looking at.
So is it that you are going to the camp of Ediomi, try to convince him and his supporters to return to the NPP?
That is the only way out. You don't expect Ediomi to make overtures to us. You don't expect him to do that. So as chairman of the party, I'm going to take that mantle upon myself.
Looking at the...
As chairman of the mantle, I'm going to take everything upon myself and make sure there is peace. Usha, Ediomi is expressing really pain. So until come December, nobody knows whether he's going to stand, he's going to compete, and I said won't compete until we don't know as at now. Until we know say if this man has had about 21,000 votes now. Kwabnabuati in your 27 there, that means the gap is very close. Into getting closer to the end of the year, about to this man can push some more crowd. Now, semi chat to on crowd and it's easy. We share one mujina, they are temporary workers. Into yen too easy for do they have to do their due diligence? As I said, this. About 2024 is crucial. We don't want any of these things to happen. We'll be able to use it for kakra. Na if you do more if you want to advise easy near all these little things in a you advise easy now. Say before the general election come December. If we do on family easy or betie a kwambia no obetie na wafa na wedi hujuma wafa ya me faviti so yanko.
Thank you very much. That is a near cost we there. If you know me every the part like ten and American. On the that vice president, candidate now or kind of or address who crowd boy last two boys.
Right.
Easy address yes, address it directly. Because a near effort was easy now catch it as of now under the watch of Akufo-Addo. It's uncalled for. Share one Dr. Apiate or Dr. Apiahene or Bibi. That is all Kaima. MPP communicator Akufo-Addo appointing inside the Nakoche EC. Already we know that Jemensa is an MPP surrogate. And a Yakopa Mediabe. Bosman Asare was a change edition in University of Ghana. Into the EC and the vice EC, Omumi and MPP, they are wearing MPP shirts. Obiara di mo Ghana. Of which they shouldn't be there. But Akufo-Addo so omu no di omu. And we also what they did in 2020 that is. And they are being held to repeat the same thing come 2024. So they are saying that is. And nothing that your mama Jane Mensa address or directly. Because in your my first war 2020, Jane Mensa no need the office or by MPP, Captain Smart, Adua Pokua, Atia Pokua and the media, the worldwide media, they were feeding Mamino. Figure the back one or the back one new office opera, and one saw the figures, every MPP camp. One will send the Captain Smart, Mahamacho. He's not a patch your friends say, often adoy, or no about the patch. I can't send you a fear Poku and super out. No, so I be patch. Or when you now be patch about young Mahama young coupon. Then you are winning it. Captain Smart and when it produces any figures, no come easy, no, they are for two. So what they are saying, and only I can say, only this time around, Ghanaians are highly awake. Look, and then I'm meeting Kai. Say, oh my, your margin some better, now Jemensa. Soldier for Bedinati or Namha soldier for Niade. She should try it again. She should try it again. Soldier for Nedinati. And then Mama said, Omuben Nia Daniel. There are people who don't fear soldiers. So I had to say, now who said that it's all in a buy?
Wafa, hold on. What declaration we is here? Do you understand what you're talking about?
That what?
As someone who can, what you say there? Says the Jimensa Eddie a soldier for Bedinichia. You are in a national radio. This is something that goes. You have to be very careful for your utterances.
You know that she's having our protection.
Listen, if she has a protection,
you should continue with it when the time comes.
Okay, that is a woo declaration. I mean, we have nothing to say about it. It is you. Okay.
And you know, when you change figures like 6 times again, that is why the woman was telling her that I'm addressing you directly. And then I'm a person who that is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So if you are soldier for more protecting, you could change figures 6 times. Go and change it for somebody because MPP Akufo-Addo said he is going to hand over power to an MPP candidate at all costs. Wasaka and Namibia. I think he's not ready to hand over power to somebody he has beaten 2 times. It's the same thing he's repeating. Naseme handing over power to an MPP candidate. Wasaka 2 times. And Wasaka we are counting. What do you think? And how is it going to happen? What did we see in 2020 election? Was it not the ED, the 2 EC and what that changed all figures and pronounced him president? Is it not the same thing they are going to do again with the military? And this is what the woman is saying. As some America and as some Kentiana, Jemen Sakatre EC. So what they are saying. If you know the advice is for making sure that what they did in 2020 is not going to happen in 2024. Because some start for repeating the same thing. Ghanaians, you see, you can do anything, but when the masses say actually, you're fed up, there is nothing that you can do. You can go to the whole world and bring soldiers to surround you. And whatever you want, you get it from it. Manuasi.
Sure. Mate Wafa Anna with you. Ejisu sisi obi ayi na yetu Ejisu send ya akoye baako mienu miensa. We don't want any casualties, and I don't believe anyone is ever ready to lose his or her life. It's very crucial, but we don't want to incite anything. You don't want to incite anything. will be Eddie Chadia Ba, Ukotoa Ba, you just go. Don't stand, say, Uba be gidigia. I don't know, because me, I will not do that. Until your name, your busiaso and kasa. So, but we are advising the easy. What are you going to put in place from now? Because it's one too many. It's as in Sibium. So, what are you going to do? Miko Kwame. Yes. Too easy for Nianko.
This is the Sabi Omo Gomaduma. I almost common electoral commission. Omana Bayer Jumana so far. Almost the elections back to the next one so Omana Babishers. But if we are to be and say we all have to be vigilant. You about to answer my air can say you're changing figures 2, 3, 4 times a can say. What do we see when we are having elections? In Ghana, you say elections now yet, it becomes an open discussion, open knowledge, open witness, whereby my joy online is having a live computation. Adam or FM, one FM, or one person. Different media outlets are capturing these things live. When people are standing and counting one by one, we are counting these things and reporting live. Ghana for TB, my joy online, and here the one constituency the abattoir. And only here you know that they will be changing. And only here before I go eat, it's before you see the crowd when you say, do no, the Kai will only NPC knew our sign, MPP knew our sign. It is different figures here, confusing it as a easy no kind of other country. It's just misinformation because Obia the machinery, Obia the capability to see and listen to what's going on live on radio and TV, and here MP before the control council, and every constituency will be all parties reps were. We do understand that there are certain constituencies, especially in Ashanti region, interior Ashanti region, maybe NDC rep you won't have a say at the police station. The same thing applies to Uko Voter Regional. Baby Ohonoma MPP election officials, but they change them away, they won't even let you come. These are all inherent issues we have to address. If you see elections being kind of national TV, you know, be a trivia. How are you going to say, if you know, have a kind, 3-4 times? Getting MPP for us, tell you what we do. We train our people, we educate them, we tell them what to do on the job. We learn from the elections petition. Baumia faced Dr. Tony Lita at the court. He says, you and I were not there. We learn from that. I'm revealing our secret to you. We learn from that. And now we decided that we will train people to go on the ground to get the data. And when the national TV and everything is reporting the same numbers. So, my member can't send me no say a Canada, Japan, never mind the show so much. But that's not accurate. NDC and a party, nobody Ghana. So PNDC and a better name NDC. PNDC. Before 92, a year constitution left a ban for elections. NDC no my campaign. PNDC no man class for no man class for me to Abamom. Easy, mean about that's a year influencing elections. 1992. I started here first elections. And my MP before credit decided to pay a boycott to I want to sound no money and see a buy. It's let me correct the records. Japan now you have to for mobile president Yana. But you can't so influence the elections that the history belongs to NDC because NDC for and start influencing party for we giving them money and benchmark and our money and go and vote for them. So yes, a normal cost for Ghana, we cannot say everything is perfect. But suddenly because a party of it must do Ghana NDC can home. Mahama can home because Mahama what we say we know they say in politics be take a position the goal they say winning the next election. Politician be another party be a goal they say obey you must not winning next election. Mahama obey we need next election to win. It will bar what is his objective, what is his challenge. A day more year interesting Ghana for. Only year 2 about to know that. And Waba. He has only 4 years. Would we any challenge to win the next election? Our over campaign promise Libya. If the NDC cannot save the country, say LPP to me help Ghana and your NDC. NDC, the baby or the baby corner. Now,
me that say be brave kwame yete ninkano yeto adwumadi no susisia no bebe yedru no yenyina yetu easy so yentu no fo say one year na so ye say ebie betwemu akwa this trip no de yenyina yebie yeni han adefo mfidie no ntino obie kura ne phone obie kura ne mefan say computer kakra obia accounting kakra entimenko eja esafaka no so onfa ne future for papa
kwabra she nka de woke de meka bi de me ko bi ni man ka bi de nka wanka kura ye maame no owo obligation the indemnity clause constitution of the amano. And she's going by the rules. And I don't think she can divert from what the 1992 indemnity clause constitution says. But let me maybe women, my 2 thumbs up, and I stand on my chair. Women are unique. Anything that they say they do it the best way. Now they will say also best no or no the say way. Women are very unique. Mama better so say you buy nyina mama way no about what dika better so na me boa. Say if I stand to be corrected.
Say na Charlotte say wo answer wo ba. Yeah.
Okay. Charlotte say we be as oba me women there I'm not going to say too much negative about women. And for that one there will be anti me and change him adwene. Enti ma me no o de ma me fa Charlotte say kran to nche. Me amen kama me we hu asem. Because ma me no obae no to the best of my knowledge she has performed very well. Elections say go through no. Elections the ba even developed countries krano. You are not doubting Thomas's ba. Enti no me de me feel say the medibe man afutu am be man no say si Ghana ye wo no say ye kofa osoro abofo angel from heavens ebe ye easy chair lady na chairman from heaven na by omit ye be associate sa angel no with a political party in Ghana inti meka kire ma me no she has a vote and she has got every right to go and vote for obia or person or omampanyini. But apart from that, metunufo say for the betterment of enkwada yebe wo mu ochina. Enkwada afi ni yebe seed wo mu omu enayem. Wana wo Ghana na wo mu ni 18 years enhu wo mu left and right ye no. For the sake of say nipa makeka maame no oma nani na ho na onye the best as say obetimi aye asoba because mmom de me ware hyemu me wani da so wo emamu so mu ka so mbe ya omuye eye ni yie enti na fuchi ambema no say sa indemnity clause constitution is me de mato me din no as a citizen senka me citizen wo Ghana nka me nka de mafre no indemnity clause constitution and then akwana wo free hono de osige and lesbian want to be dano jomo no on wontimi fa constitution indemnity clause meto ho see enka ho asem but the near brief for a man member oh shit enti kobra I love Ghana. Let me tell you. Hey, me catch you say, yeah, you don't need to believe me today because maybe medical catch you say, Sasimu Odiabetu ono, and Semhunu politically in Ghana.
My goodness.
Medical catch you, and never near prepare. And I was say sorry, you so you too kwano. I was saying ebinum, am I sorry? Now you defend on mine.
Right.
And no na on mine so we American citizen near Ghana. Where you know passport it was a place of birth Ghana. And you was see a doya mine not you who say you journey be work. Now you moving for the political party and for a Batakari 1 minute. On for the Batakari for chair and Shanu Emetra say where you're trouble for and so where you're evil. And she didn't make na me ka ho me say we see me hu me no say we see IGP obi akoma obi sika so on fan fruka elections yentu bi dade a me de sa speech ya of your last the man no me send copy akoma IGP because the of your work na we dey obi free esuru be catch say Yesu ba china manyina chinye and the asem of your aka finally no is pushing me a little bit a little bit shaky kakra say e wo dey what e wo the party num enti no obeka say maame ni nipa di na chi ebia wo mabopo bi enti IGP emphasize the biggest opposition we Ghana no into timetables one fa into insania so no fa nania IGP na I respect him nani na etwa kudukudu no one fa to of your party no so because there's something going on. I'm scared asema of your beka say maame no say ne ho gusu egunkra. Want to see about elections now? I will pull this and give it to whoever will be the IGP in Ghana. Me da wasi nyamin shiraw.
Joe, it's a full a car. It's just a full car. A gym running and no say would mu amachero. Nyansani baku voting move. Politics, MPP, NDC. We need a third force party. Yeah, mumwami na minti Visions People Party. Visions People Party vision. Yeah, she nimu 10 years, 20, 30 years down the road. And then the ability of man, but we don't just look at a year two. We anymore it ain't go nowhere. Akama miama oba kukudruni unto IGP fu obi into Ejisu J Mesa for obia Canada. About for that Kenya 4 Stars TV Atlanta Georgia USA baby I have edit Lawrenceville and be share you need some so misia ya bidjo for na kasasa na mini aje kakra na ni nyina say omano ebetumpo na ye hwaton ezan say ye djuma midikaka ya say wonte ye mamma wo ye djuma kwesi ada so oba America sanity ezan say o so hwenu nuanom ne maame ne ma ne nananom ne ade nyina ewofie na nye ono maame ama nko ma bebre ma dodo no a ma dodo no a but ni nyina ne say e wo say ye ba na obi abekere nadwe na empenifo no ehwe etoto nneoma na nneoma ekototi na yeso ye hutoen esanse wunue bi ne ho kire no a na wankwankoboa no a se obi enye edwuma ya obonsan bo ne pa obonsan pa bo no so enye papa so enti ye kan say na je say eye nibreso ye kan agroso ye kan nidie so na so eye nibresem pa mamiema sisi akawo to yisifo na yenko
Daddy case, you know, Sabi, even in her own at her own job, no, the workers cry complain minimum for 4 years home over 25 years. Our minimum more and some way about it. They've worked with the number of electoral commissioners and some way mammy way by. We know you see a woman she said, oh my own come one and I could cut two. And one side, you know. The woman has seen what has happened through and how they defended her over the years. Now, so I bias when you're baby. Even for you selection, oh, Papa, will time we no, yeah, no, not only now 68% only, and NDC 17%. But when look at it, it is a comforted 29 million, and the word just one vote. It's just what you say a year. Adiano, na bra Kwame ka say what do they call it? Radio station announce it. They don't have to. When you vote now, pass it to electoral commission. And before Ejisu you final baba umbejemuno, and just kind of for them pen to coinsira. Oh, but yet because you pen to cointino. Now would you book or for?
Mammy, we see them say you. This is bueno. Eye peteo wait this time Sadia we no eye peteo at the opete internet. I don't know where that statement is coming from.
Radio we abo we nya 55 point
omunya wa representative
58 point say different numbers different numbers they buy different numbers from the radio from the radio stations and from whatever A radio, to me, no, and no radio station to announce anything unless electoral commission by announce. Electoral commission by announce no because they say ni say na figures now. Then the radio station follows up.
And you tune for.
Omudima enti be catch adukwe ganyo bi dibo oda boni ga efe chaka ni o takina agbegbe ni o ko ebo ejo esane ni kebu it's not fair to you no stand aside and be neutral stand aside say if you have two brothers you don't expect them to fight. You bring peace among the brothers. You don't bring fight. And we are also and people have lost their over this figure and idea. You've not even made any comments, sir. On behalf of the EC, we are sorry, sir. When we are now we say we are now near to so you are seeing all those things. Stand neutral and do your job. After all, at the end of the day, you are getting paid. Your family are protected. So protect Ghanaians. Let them go out and use their term to show their power and vote and go home, and then you at your own, stand and declare the election because you said NPP in the winning are funny. Monfa Mohona Monfa na NDC for your peace of mind. Now Black America say what did they call it? Mama or Baba after Mama no next NDC will be a yes, I'm NPP for Mutumika. Whatever we are in Yama, Kosonadia, whatever you come there now. Now you are defending. After Bible talk after Mama no, it is Obiu. Even
no, Gabra, Mama, Gabra.
There are younger people in the team.
Gabra,
the people next on the line to come and fight for Ghana. And everybody, every Tom, Dick and Harry, as a presidential candidate for Ghana. What a despicable what's going on? Is it the Ghana that we were brought in? Is it the Ghana that brought us up? Is it the Ghana that Kwame Nkrumah fought for? Is it the Ghana that the military men, is it the Ghana we are talking about? And now it's just Ghana, say move or try leaders, then you put money in your pockets and get V8 and this time around, it's not going to happen.
Okay.
Ni opane ni okwebe ni gegbe chaka efebo English no ba chaka osuban chaka mo osuban ni ehia bo na ehia Ghana invienta
show mamia make evie egbena evie don no wo channel efhefio ni obahibie wo ya wo botui.
No problems about that. I don't have any problems about that. I'm a citizen, and if people think that I've done something on top, it is their own, their right to do so. But I'm saying that I can't influence the UC officials who are trained, who are honest, who are disciplined to do anything on top. I cannot do that. And I cannot do that in the public space. I cannot do that. No, that's what I say about it. I know that I've not influenced anybody. I've not influenced the process. I don't feel bad because I know I've done nothing wrong. Okay? I know it's politics. People are going to spin. We've been in this political game all this while. And those who are spinning, I don't begrudge them. That is politics. That is it. But me, Kingsley Nakon, I'm putting on record that I have not done anything, whether overtly or covertly, to influence the process. My candidates will win this election fair and square. Let me ask you this question. The polling agents, six candidates with their agents, isn't it? Yeah. So if I had done something bad to influence the process, don't you think that they would have raised an issue there? Your reporter was here. Ask him if anybody raised anything against me when I even put the document to the person. You will raise an issue. So people say somewhere and they cry wolf. I mean, that is unfair, but it's a game. I accept I'm a politician. And I respect Ghanaians.
It was a document.
No, I'm saying that I respect Ghanaians, and people said outside they didn't know.
That is Kingsley Nyako, MP ya no abasamo ye na ye kano obi anje ne fum so tum Ghana ade ba ko a ha adwe no why you didn't, and yet we say, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize, it wasn't this, it wasn't, there been nobody is mistaken, there is not a single person, even, baby, if it is a grand, nobody accept any defeat or wrongdoing, unless every now and then somebody will just be a little remorseful, and this idea, so that is the country, your womb, now, Medicaka, can two work together unless they be agreed. Enipa mienu betumi anantia age entiase eye dwuma ya hwehwehwehwehwe bepemene entiase kakra ababete honum baby but enye we ya yehu ntino ye easy no yesre no train the people train emri bi ya na afi na ink emba we mba there's always something machines no near there until these are all tests and trials are say you still have some room to improve upon. Sir, abatua ebebe, put all yourself together. Mami maka adukwe nikromini pa we enkredi. To try the best you can. We don't want to lose any soul. Yeah, akukokre wua do baby ane ya. Into no say onipa nam mfunso kitu ebi intine behwe nkwa. Ebiese in the past. We don't want this thing to happen now. Try the best you can and put things in place and then the counting it should be free and fair as it has always been. Anytime there's always an issue, everybody will complain, but when you come out with the final count, then it becomes a little credible. So be as credible as you can from now. Elections in getting echo all this by election a test. Everybody is testing you, everybody is looking at your effort and the confidence we can have in you come 2025 about what every year say your declaration will be something that will be abejiatum. So then we can use that as an evidence that HSA you've worked hard to gain whatever results are about. Mtono ana yedi besi mamiema eche asafaka wafaya kwame boafo munyina na more representations ewa ha ye MPP NDC yenyina ye yenuafo ade ba ko ayana muka na ehame kakra any atem didie I don't know if that is how things can resolve atem didie ye didi amanyofo atemo bepem then nothing has changed. And I think now we just have to address the real issues, let's address the real issues to them. The more we ponder on the real issues, the more things are going to change. But atem didie ni die ayana meno ehame kakra maybe wuso wutifie and also ehaw kakra intino we should be very, very careful, and then our utterances and send me now because of social media who can be big kitty not a sparky everywhere. People will pick it up and then continue to spread it before you realize not what cause so big mayhem. So we just have to be very careful. 4 Stars Radio, me and Matejum, we know we are out of whatever you say. If you don't have the evidence, it is on you. And I make it clear. Who can be here? I will just come and make it clear. Say we are not involved in whatever comes out of you. If you don't have evidence, then it is on you. When you say this and it goes out there, anything will put you out there, because I will not sit and let somebody or no interest in on me and remember to us we don't go like that. You should all be playing field. Everybody, you play to this one play. Everybody's watching and watch the right thing. Madam, I say, Nyame adum na adum bidumia, and then now what you say, baby, share, would sorano pa na be for NCA. Obia, so Becca, so Becca be quick. Obia, everybody will want to say something quick.
And chronological order.
There be so you should have said, okay, come on, let's see. Yeah, come on, let's see what you got. Give me just 20 seconds. Kwame. Okay,
okay, sorry.
Yeah, 20 seconds. Okay, let's go. Yeah.
Let's say, Ayena Ejasa Paka, draw attention to some. And then somebody see Ghana African kakra. Manu ya who say land that be able to need. A lot of people are taking the laws into their hands and doing something. Unprecedented. It's in a tutu able to they say. And ananu ya so voter region you say obebia or yet wabo big farm and kokun nipa or abranche no omoya investigation say we kum nipa back be 500. Wow. You look at these things are very very
ejumeni ho ejumeni want to obonsam na abo ne pa medical ka
sorry that okay
me say ejumeni ho nti obonsam na abo ni papa so yeah.
You know, with these things happening, no. What's it here? Kata yemuye. Masama na of welcome. I me too for kakra. Me I make a report to my IG. But when we have electoral commissioner, our bodyguards like soldier for now, who say soldier for more rely on the soldier for now. They also soldier for they are like you and I. If you make my work fast for bit my own so. So therefore, the way these people, the institution works, it's a law enforcement. They take command, they take instruction. It is if I know, say Uncle Gade, electoral commissioner. Najuma no when you're a politician, it's I was a comedy. And then any public they can take the law into their hands and attack of position law enforcement. It's best these people in office have to do the right thing. But when we are inciting the public saying, who should they need you to cry in Surumia, a lot of people have illegal guns and illegal weapons, and they can do something.
Okay, Kwame.
So we should try to discourage these kind of things.
I think I've addressed this issue. No, Kwame, it was 30 seconds, Debbie. Kwame, Debbie.
My grandma, they are not American. About Muhammad, because NDC, it anymore. American is as in Mahama as a person. Mahama no ban. What means Uncle Bill? The NDC unique different candidates they are different because our candidate no power. The next 4 years now, so a campaigning.
Okay, won't say. Look here, yeah, Kwame, Yen Chasua. Okay, Kwame, I think
he doesn't have any challenge.
The tennis says I mean Chasua. It will just go on and on and on and on. I mean also Mapong, yeah, and yes, Mapong. The time is up. In Chasua, everybody will say, and then you go. Ubetiane say, I need to say. I need you more. You know, we have the machines here. We can take you off. And Yapon. I mean, Andy. I'm just wrapping up. And Kwame only speak for 30 seconds. And I 5 minutes. All right. In Tebusia for more Musha. Yes, for Nangina. Dady K 4 stars radio. Big ups to you. Thank you so very much. Monkoso na Monshe. We like here. That was say. All the social media outlets now, sa ani di ejumedie yeni aso yeni agi se muso motumi akabo mu na mababa bo ejumedie enye yentia na emom yebusua ewofie entokwa eni ensemo a ede entokwa beba de ebe yebra na sekra we don't want it eye den ya medical ka akokokora ewu a eye na eye yemu bebre ya ntino enipa de memfe enipa akra and to pressure. We don't want that. We don't want this thing to happen. If you want to see somebody who can make a difference, just look at yourself in the mirror. Look at what can I do for myself, my next door neighbor, and then the city as a whole. Then we make the world a better place for us to live. Madam was say, Fakwamreno and Yebedru in there, Pete Asase and Naoka, Dady K and Menaso. I gotta go. I am out.